Easy win number 3, deal acceleration. Closing deals is great. Closing them faster, that's better. This one helps you do that. So again, if you are measured on partner source, partner influence, and partner attach rate, this is the play for you. This use case is rather similar. This lets you know all the deals you can get a partner assist on. This is the overlap of your opportunities to their customers, or the flip, right? Reciprocate their opportunities to your customers. These are people that you are trying to close, your team is trying to close, that your partner has already closed, right? So they certainly can give you a warm introduction to the account. They can give you context, they can give you intel, they can give you lots of information to help your sales team close the deal. This is truly partner influence revenue, and it can be partner sourced in some situations. Chris, how does this play normally work? How does this win normally work? How do people convince their partner to introduce them to their customers?
Yeah, this is a fun one because when you get to this point, this is where you can create a ton of value for your organization, because obviously you're coming sort of being the hero and you're getting a partner to help accelerate an opportunity for you. That other rep probably knows what the procurement cycle look like. They probably have some understanding of the key buyers over there, especially if you have the same ideal customer profile. So as long as you have a trusted relationship with that partner and there is some form of equitability behind the partnership where there is a construct for your partner to be able to know that by them doing you a favor, your team will reciprocate when the time comes. That's really core to this. And also why this is sort of one of the more mature motions. Because if you go into a new partnership and the first thing you do is try to go and get a bunch of introductions or a bunch of help on opportunities for you that are customers for your partner, you're going to start to maybe burn out that partner before you build up your own social capital with that partner. So this is like a really good thing to just, it's a more advanced motion with Crossbeam, using this with your partner, but it's also incredibly valuable. And for organizations that are at that stage of maturity, like this is where a ton of revenue can get impacted by the partner team.
And these are the fields we suggest sharing, where you can see like amount, knowing what's at stake here if you close the deal, getting the rep on the other team to ask them whether they can introduce you or are willing to introduce you. This requires a lot of communication, I think, between the partner leaders on both sides, right? Like making sure that there's a lot of trust, the go ahead to either reach out to the rep directly, or I know some people say, hey, every month we'll exchange 5. Whatever works for your stage in partnership, but nailing this motion is how the revenue comes flowing in much easier, much faster. This is a sample kind of checklist of how to do it. Now, this is a somewhat more manual way, and there's also ways to send the data automatically. Chris, how does this usually work, right? If I go to you and I say, hey, I want an introduction, what do I need to think about? What do I need to consider when approaching this with my partner?
This whole concept of being able to share back and forth, facilitating each other's success on these sales opportunities can be incredibly impactful. I think the key for this is also, as here on the checklist we call out, finding the friendly reps that can start to evangelize the impact of doing this well, especially if you're new at getting your organization to co-sell. You need to find a rep who's willing to be thinking a little more long-term, that when they get asked for help from a partner, they're willing to do that. Even if there isn't an immediate opportunity for them to see where they're going to get benefit from that, they're in it for the long game. They're in it there to build the partnership. Those folks, we've seen time and time again, those AEs that actually understand that, they become your evangelist of the concept of co-selling. And you want to really highlight those people. So when you go into your sales quarterly meeting, the reps that are co-selling really, really effectively and are thinking about sort of the equitability of these partnerships, you want to get those people front stage, evangelizing the power of partnerships and co-selling. So yeah, that's kind of how we think about it.
Yeah, whatever forum you have to talk to your sales team, whenever someone closes a deal in this way or helps out a partner, man, you should tell them. Shout it from the rooftops. And if you want more information about like a good co-selling workflow, we know it's very complicated. It has to be done in just the right way. We have a whole book on this called No Opportunities Lost. It's one of the 3 guides, along with 4 Easy Wins that we've released this month, has a exact timeline and exact kind of sequence for rolling this out. Tips for this win, as we said, don't just go asking for introductions from the rep themselves. Start with the partner manager. You'd want to know if someone was coming to your reps directly. Try to reciprocate, at least as you're building that trust. And then you can scale this up. What we described is somewhat manual, is a lot of person-to-person communications. Imagine people getting notified of new overlaps, in Slack, in Salesforce, or even in Crossfit with some stuff we have coming out. This stuff is only going to get faster, only going to get smoother. Set up those workflows and build that trust now.